A man sets his alarm for 5 a.m. He is going to change his life. He has decided. He is motivated. He is ready. The alarm sounds. He hits snooze. Again. He wakes at 8, defeated before the day begins. He tells himself, tomorrow I will have more willpower. He has been telling himself this for 6 years. Here is what no one told him. Willpower was never the answer. It was always the problem. He was using the wrong tool for the job, like trying to cut steel with a butter knife and blaming himself when the steel would not yield. But in 1987, Chrysler faced a problem. Drivers were destroying transmissions by shifting into reverse while moving forward. Engineers could have launched an education campaign. They could have put warning stickers in cars. They could have told drivers to try harder. Instead, they installed a mechanism that made it physically impossible to shift into reverse above a certain speed. Problem solved. Not through changing human behavior, through making the wrong behavior impossible. This is a forcing function, and it is about to change everything you thought you knew about discipline. You have tried. The morning routines, the habit trackers, the motivation videos, the books about discipline. You know what you should do. You have always known. Wake earlier, exercise consistently, eat better, focus longer. The information is not the problem. Motivation is not the problem. You are not the problem. The problem is that you were told to build a bridge out of willpower, and willpower was never designed to bear that load. Research proves it. Willpower functions like a muscle. It fatigues with use. By evening, it is nearly gone. For everyone. The most disciplined people you know do not have more willpower. They have better systems. Engineers do not hope bridges stay up. They design them so they cannot fall down. Today, you stop being someone who needs discipline, and you start being someone who engineers it. Part 1. The 4 forcing functions. There are 4 types of forcing functions. Each one removes a different obstacle between you and the behavior you want. Type 1. Elimination. Remove the option entirely. You cannot eat junk food that is not in your house. You cannot scroll social media apps you have deleted. You cannot waste money on subscriptions you have canceled. This is the most powerful type of forcing function. It removes willpower from the equation completely. There is no decision to make. The option does not exist. Type 2. Friction. Make the undesired behavior harder without eliminating it. Your phone charges in another room while you sleep. Your social media accounts have website blockers with 64-character randomly generated passwords. Your gym clothes must be packed the night before, or you cannot go. This works by exploiting laziness. If it is hard enough, you often will not bother. The 3 seconds it takes to get up and get your phone is 3 seconds of friction. And friction is resistance. And resistance wins more often than you think. Type 3. Commitment. Create external accountability or consequences. You give your friend $500. If you do not complete your goal by the deadline, he donates it to a political organization you despise. You prepay for 12 training sessions. Missing one wastes money you have already spent. You announce your goal publicly. Your reputation is now at stake. This works because it makes failure costly. Loss aversion is powerful. Losing $500 feels worse than gaining $500 feels good. When the cost of failure exceeds the discomfort of action, action becomes inevitable. Type 4. Automation. Remove the behavior from conscious decision entirely. Your savings transfer happens automatically every payday. Your meal prep gets done every Sunday because it is blocked on your calendar, non-negotiable. Your deep work hours are protected by calendar blocks that cannot be overwritten. This works by making the desired behavior the default. You do not decide to save. The system saves for you. You do not decide to work out. The calendar tells you it is time. The hierarchy is simple. Elimination is strongest. Try it first. If you cannot eliminate, add friction. If you cannot add friction, create commitment. If you cannot create commitment, automate. The less willpower required, the better the system. Part 2. Engineering your environment. A recovering alcoholic moves to a new city. He chooses an apartment that is not within walking distance of any bar. He does not keep alcohol at home. He does not socialize with drinkers. He does not rely on willpower to stay sober. He has engineered an environment where drinking requires significant effort. 5 years later, he is still sober. Not because he is strong, because he is smart. The cookie jar on the counter gets eaten. The cookie jar in the basement does not. Same cookies, same person, different environment. Research shows environmental cues trigger behaviors automatically, below conscious awareness. You are not deciding to eat the cookies. Your environment is deciding for you. Walk through your living space right now with one question. What does this environment make easy, and what does it make hard? The phone charging next to your bed makes midnight scrolling easy. The guitar buried in the closet makes practice hard. The junk food at eye level makes unhealthy eating easy. The gym bag by the door makes working out slightly easier. Here is the implementation. For better sleep, phone charges in another room. Bedroom temperature automatically drops to 67 degrees Fahrenheit at 9 p.m. All screens have blue light filters that activate at sunset. For focused work, dedicated workspace with no entertainment options visible. Website blockers active during work hours with complex passwords. Phone in timed lockbox during deep work sessions. For healthy eating, no processed food in the house, period. Meal prep completed every Sunday, calendar blocked. Healthy food at eye level, less healthy food below. The proximity principle. The closer something is, the more likely you are to do it. Want to read more? Book on nightstand. Phone in another room. Distance creates friction. Closeness removes it. Your environment is constantly cueing behavior. Most people live in environments that cue failure. The disciplined man does not overcome his environment through willpower. He builds an environment that makes discipline the path of least resistance. Then, he lets gravity do the work. Part 3. The Implementation Protocol. Here is the exact protocol that separates those who transform from those who just consume information. Phase 1. The audit, days 1 to 3. Track your actual behavior for 72 hours. Everything. Not what you think you do. What you actually do. When do you wake? What do you eat? How do you spend each hour? No judgment, just data. You cannot improve what you do not measure. Most people are shocked by the gap between perception and reality. You think you work for 6 hours. The data shows 3. You think you eat moderately. The data shows differently. Identify your failure patterns. Where have you failed before? What specifically triggered the collapse? Time of day? Emotional state? Environmental cue? These patterns will repeat unless you design against them. Phase 2. The design. 1 primary goal, not 5. 1. Specific, measurable, time-bound. Lose weight becomes lose 20 pounds by June 1st. If you cannot measure it, redesign it until you can. For this goal, install at minimum 1 elimination function, 1 friction modification, 1 commitment device, 1 automation. Environment modification. What will you physically remove from your space? What will you add? What will you relocate? Schedule the changes. Saturday, 10 a.m. Reorganize kitchen. Time architecture. What time blocks will you create? What becomes non-negotiable? Build the calendar. Not in your head, in your actual calendar. Commitment installation. What will you risk? Who will hold you accountable? Make the commitment before you can talk yourself out of it. Phase 3, the launch. Do not launch the perfect system. Launch a working system. Start with 50% of your design. Add complexity only after basics are stable. The goal is momentum, not perfection. The first 7 days. Focus only on consistency. Did you do the thing? Yes or no? That is all that matters. When you fail, and you will fail, note what happened. Identify the gap in the system. Modify the system. Continue. Failure is data, not verdict. Phase 4, the iteration. Weekly review. What worked? What did not? 1 adjustment per week. Maximum. Stability over optimization. After 30 days, is this system sustainable? If yes, continue. If no, identify the constraint and redesign. Do not abandon, modify. After 90 days, the behavior approaches automatic. The forcing functions can be slightly relaxed, but never fully removed. Maintenance is permanent. Return to the man from the beginning, the one who could not wake at 5 a.m. for 6 years. It has been 18 months since he learned about forcing functions. His phone now charges in the kitchen, elimination. His alarm is across the room, connected to a light that simulates sunrise, friction plus automation. He has $200 at stake with a friend each month, commitment. His gym clothes are laid out automatically because they never get put away. They cycle from body to hamper to laundry to floor next to bed, automation. He wakes at 4:45 now, not because he changed his character, because he engineered his environment. NASA does not hope rockets work. They engineer for failure. They assume components will malfunction and design backup systems. They build rockets that can survive multiple simultaneous failures. You must do the same. Design for 90% compliance, not 100%. Build in expected failure. 1 missed workout per month is in the plan. Predefine your bounce-back protocol. If I miss a morning workout, I do a 20-minute evening workout instead. The protocol is decided in advance, when willpower is high. After failure, you do not decide. You execute. You will fail. Accept it now. Then build the system that survives your failure. You were never broken. You were never weak. You were just unengineered. Running default human software in an environment designed for distraction and indulgence. Now you know better. Discipline is not character. It is architecture. Willpower is not the answer. Design is the answer. The life you want is not achieved through trying harder. It is achieved through building smarter. Tomorrow morning, begin the audit. Track 72 hours of actual behavior. By next week, launch your first forcing function. In 90 days, you will not recognize your life. In a year, others will not recognize you. Elimination, friction, commitment, automation. These are your tools. The forcing function does not make you disciplined through effort. It makes discipline inevitable through design. Stop trying to be a better person. Start building a better system. The blueprint is complete. Now build.